you know you make me float, float. Boy, you really give me high. Ooh, I feel like I'm on dope, dope. 'Cause you.
Okay. Excuse the flip. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't even care. It has been some time since I have sat in front of the camera, and I definitely wanted to come with my spiritual bags up hats. But in the meantime, and in between time, come on, bra strap. Look, all this time, nothing was wrong. As soon as I get in front of the camera, right? Anywho, hey y'all. I am pushing through, trying to celebrate and smile, and I have went through the grieving stages. I am not a person that grieves like most. I'm a little awkward when it comes to grieving, but I was able to get through the funeral and really accept the fact that my Aunt Dorothy is gone, and just love the fact that she was in my life and taught me so much about life, and was just a pleasure to know. And I'm glad I got to know her and her family, and just thankful. A funny story. One of her sons, she had adopted, I think about 5 boys to be exact, right? And one of them liked me. And we fell out. We didn't talk long. And I had forgot why. Because, I mean, this was like when I was in 6th grade, right? 5th, 6th grade, one of those. And he wanted... And when I ran back into him when we got older, I was with my mom, and he was just shocked to see me. And he was apologizing like it had just happened yesterday that we stopped talking. And it was so weird. But the reason why he was really apologizing was because of what happened, and the reason behind us breaking up, right? When he said what happened, I didn't remember until he started telling the story. And it's like I started reliving everything as he was speaking. I could see everything clear as day, and he could see when I remembered in my eyes, right? So what had happened was he was hold on, make sure I'm cute. Okay. No, because it be falling all funny, y'all. My hair been doing a lot today. But anyway, he was talking to me, and we were standing outside. I'll never forget, because it was sunny outside. It was a pretty day, and people were outside on their porch and stuff, just, you know, normal day stuff. And it was like after school, and I was over there until my mom was coming to pick me up. And he was like talking to me, and he just got real vulgar and started talking about my chest, and I didn't like what he was saying. And I just looked at him, and next thing I know, my leg went so far back, y'all, it touched my butt, okay? No exaggeration, okay? And I kicked him where the sun don't shine. He said all of a sudden, the way he looked up when he was, it's not funny, but the way he looked up when he was telling the story just really tripped me out, because he was like, I had never felt a pain like that in my life. I had never felt a pain like that in my life. It was like he had seen stars. And then he was like, and then you left me out there. After I do that, what I'm supposed to do? Help you? You just insulted me in my body, disrespecting me, and you think I'm gonna help you up? I left him out there, and I'll never forget when we went in the house. I was already in the house watching TV, acting like ain't nothing, acting like ain't nothing happened, smiling, knowing what I did. And cause especially when he walked in, of course I start smiling. When he walked in, he was limping and stuff, right? So he went and told my Aunt Dorothy on me, and he thought I was gonna get in trouble. And she was like, what did he do? And I told him what he did and what he said, and she was like, well, you shouldn't have said that. And I think he got in trouble with her. if I'm not mistaken. But I think I had, but she really just fussed at him because I had done enough damage. He wasn't gonna get up from that one. He learned his lesson. I'm pretty sure he never talked to a woman like that unless she wanted to be talked to, like that, But no, don't talk to me like that. I'm too young for you to be talking to me like that. And I knew as a kid it was disrespectful, sir. But I digress. Other than that, it was always great times. But yeah, that was a memory that came back and made me be like, oh. Cheers to my Aunt Dorothy. Great be good. And although things have been going great at work, I've finished training and I am happy about that. I found this out I think the day of my the day before my last day of training, and that I was able to persevere through because we were actually out doing our job instead of in the training class. So that was good. And then on top of it, the day just went fast, so I didn't even have to worry about anything. That was another good thing. That's what I'm saying. God has really been holding us, me and my family and all my loved ones, right? And friends and everything. But in the midst of all of everything I've been going through, I also went through a situation where I just had learned a hard lesson. And okay. That's all I can say about it. Okay. Because people will try to destroy your peace. They don't care how great you are. They don't care how loving you are. They don't care how real you are. They don't care how much you are into them, or and if they do, it's in a negative way. It's in a way to hurt you and harm you, and like they're better than you in some way. I've dealt with friends and men that just have really shown me no. Just no. But one thing that they can never break in me or take away from me is love. I'm going to always do that. I am going to always choose to love first. You know why? Because that's who I am and what I am. And that's definitely a part of me. So I'm not loving people and something. It's just something that I am. It's just in me to do that. So I'm not going to change that because you don't know how. Or I'm not going to even care. Look, when I was mentioning the aftermath in that other video, what I did not mention is the fact that people will actually take out the time to destroy your feelings and then have the nerve and the audacity to try to make you feel bad or make you feel like, oh, it was your fault, or however they want to change it up and switch it up, slap it, flip it up, rub it down. Oh no, however they want to do it, it's not fair. It's not fair by any means, but that's just how some people are. Am I going to take it? Absolutely not. For what? Who? Me? No. No. I've just learned how to deal with it better. Because trust me, anybody that know me is just tripping that I would be this calm after mentioning somebody really trying to destroy me and take me out. Take me out the game, like just really wanted to destroy what I feel and how I feel. Never did anything to the person. Never did anything to entertain that type of energy. But nonetheless, that's why I'm always like, watch how you handle me. I always let people know that try to come at me like that, because you're not going to play in my face. But I don't do it like, oh, we're gonna fight or anything like that. Oh, baby, I don't have time for that. I'm not going to jail for nobody. No. No, no, no. That's not an option. I will walk away. And trust me, they can say whatever they want. They can clean it up however they want. I let them rewrite history if they want. Go ahead. Because trust me, the people that know you know the truth. So I don't have to embellish, elaborate, and run. Let me tell my side. People already know because they already know you. And they know me if they know me. And if anything, they know you. So I don't have to do anything. And time has a way of making people sit back and think about what they've done, and then they come back and then they try to play with you again to see if they can. Now, not everybody is like that. Some people come back genuinely wanting to be in your life because they realize that they messed up. You know, we all make mistakes. I made mistakes before too. But I'm woman enough to admit my mistakes and apologize for them and show that person that I'm willing to build that trust that I may have damaged. That's what you do. Nobody's asking you to be perfect, just asking you to be a person with feelings, real feelings, not that selfish, pathetic, I am tired of you, could slap you backwards and forwards and backwards again attitude. No, we're talking about downright humanity. We're talking about humanity. I think that word has been changed up so much that people have changed the definition of what it is to be a person. Because you heathens ain't gonna play with me. No, thank you. Because people will play in your face, then deny playing in your face. They will try to convince you that you're crazy, but they're crazy for thinking you don't see what they're doing. Why am I going to sit up here and explain myself to somebody that I have already told numerous ways how much I care? I will finally have to grasp reality. You don't care. You never did. You never will. It's only what you can get out of me. It's only the energy that you can steal from me, the peace, the love, all the giving I'm doing is in vain. Because you could care less. And that's okay. Because you're look, I'm not saying it's fair, but I'm understanding what I'm dealing with. And if I'm not dealing with somebody that loves first, then nothing matters. I don't even want to get in discussions and topics and break it down and try to get into your psyche because I really don't care. That takes time and effort that I don't have. I give that to people that are willing to love first. Understanding that you can get hurt, but choosing to love first wins with me every time. It's never giving ghosting. It's giving gone. There are no words, just actions and then reactions. I am not here to be a reflection of your flaws and negativity. So you can keep those demonic damaged goods. You hear me? Keep it. I have been fortunate enough to see all the obstacles that are in my way. And what I can't see will be revealed. So, okay. And look, I'm not saying any relationship is perfect. It takes work, hard work, effort. You have to want to be there. And I can't make excuses for myself, so I won't make excuses for you. I will not fight for somebody that doesn't want to be there. Why should I care more than you do? That doesn't make sense. So when people show me they don't care, I listen. Even if I walked away and went back, maybe I need to hit my head a little bit harder. I don't know. But once I know, trust me, I know. We've all been there. But I'm not trying to go back. So y'all, it's been a doozy, but I've learned a lot and I'm still learning and I am still growing, and I just feel like this is very therapeutic for me. It helps. And I gotta go to sleep so I can get up in the morning.